And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We made it, guys. It's the weekend. It's Friday. Hope you all had a fantastic week. In today's video, today's stream, we're going to be talking about ways to make money in CS2, using CS2 investing, right? If you're new to the game, if you're a beginner, an expert, an intermediate, this video will be for you. Basically, I'm going to go through all the topics, all the ways to make money going into the new year, how I'm positioning myself, what I'm looking forward to in the next year, some predictions. All of that will be answered and more. Quick disclaimer, this is not financial advice, this is just my strategy, what I think, my opinion, and yeah, let's get started. Let me first, as always, shout out the Patreon. For those of you that want access to my entire portfolio, all of my skins, my buys and sells, get alerted whenever I buy something. Link is in the description to join the private Discord community. Hundreds of members, members-only videos, live streams. We will have a Tier 3 live stream, I believe, tomorrow, so if you're interested in that, link is in the description, or you can join through YouTube, channel memberships, Tier 3. With that being said, let me pop out the chat, say hello to you beautiful people. Make sure you guys vote in the poll. Are you excited for the future of CS? 82% of you are excited, so that's a good thing that you guys are excited as I am. I think that this game has a lot of room to grow, and next year will be a very, very positive year. Hashtag I'm a noob. How you doing, Snowy? What's up, man? Hey, fano, I wanted to buy a knife on a third-party site, but my bank declines the payment. I'm sitting now 40 minutes on the line trying to ask why that is happening. That's tough, man. That's tough. Depends on your bank provider, depends on the website. Maybe it's just if it operates in a country where your bank doesn't want to operate in. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, man. Cameron says just load. That's why crypto's the future, boys. You don't have to deal with like banks and borders and stuff like that. Cameron, just loading up on Paris, 60 cents at every time that they drop. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Reason for having Tyloo patches in the thumbnail. We'll talk about Tyloo patches. We'll talk about Tyloo. We'll talk about tons of ways to make money. And there actually is a reason why I chose patches as the thumbnail, and we'll discuss that in today's stream. So grab a pencil and a piece of paper. Let's get started. So chat, making money in CS2 via investing. How do you do that? All right, so the way you make money in CS2 chat, there's a couple of ways. There's tons of strategies actually. You can do cash trading, which is basically just using third-party sites to buy skins using buff to buy and sell skins and get them in bulk, get them at a discount off of people, list them higher, and get a difference in the trade. I wouldn't recommend cash trading unless you have at least a couple $1,000s. Anomaly does it. All these other big-time content creators tend to do it. I personally, advise against it. I do investing. I basically buy low and sell high. That being said, though, another way you can invest in CS2 is to play the game. Playing the game, the longer you play this game, you get you get drops. Those drops add up over the years. Sometimes you can get a rare drop. Sometimes you get enough money to buy, which we're gonna move on to number 3, play the operation. Invest in operations. And we'll talk about what operations are in a second. Invest in sticker sales, major sticker sales. I wanna make that crystal clear. And then number 5 is invest in trade up discontinued collection skins. And there's a reason why I put it at number 5, because that's not how you're gonna make most of your money, but it is a way that you can park cash and create wealth over time. Now, there's probably more ways to, make money, but these are the top ways to make money. Obviously, I would actually, before I do that, we can also put number 4.5 or 4B, invest in obscure alternative assets, whether that be patches, graffiti, how do you spell graffiti with 2 T's? Graffitis, what else? I mean, graffitis, patches, what else is obscure, chat? I'm blanking right now. Those are the common ones. Agents, yep. Obscure, I mean, I'm sure there's other ones. Pins, we can go on and on. Anyways, we'll cover most of these topics, but in particular, now, here's the thing. All 5 of these topics, all 5 of these, like, these sections could have their own video. I could spend an entire stream or a video talking about each way to make money in CS2, right? But what I'm gonna do in this stream is I'm actually going to take a look at 2024, next year, right? 2024, and give you guys a bulleted list of opportunities, suggestions. Again, you don't have to invest in these things, but ideas, what I'm looking at, right? And hopefully that will shed some light for a lot of you guys. So if you guys are excited, if you guys are ready, let's get some fire emojis in the chat. If you guys are ready, give us some fire emojis. Let's see who's ready. Make sure you guys like the stream. Hit the like button, boys. All right. First and foremost, chat, 2024 is the year of the dragon. Usually in around February, China has been out, has had CSGO, CS2 for like 5 years, 5 or 6 years. They're a big, growing segment of the community. And next year, Year of the Dragon, you tend to see price swings during around that time. China starts buying a bunch of stuff. We know next year is the Year of the Dragon, so obviously any sort of like red dragon-themed sticker, skin, capsule that contains those types of stickers, items, should see appreciation, most likely. How I would personally play the Year of the Dragon is very, very simple. While you can buy skins that have dragons on it, nothing wrong with that. I think if you want more growth, if you want a higher risk, higher reward, I would go for Tyloo. Stickers, capsules containing Tyloo, as well as patches. And the reason I say patches is because CS2 just came out. Agents are going to be a major focal point, major topic in CS2. And the more agents we get in the game, and patches are going to hopefully continue to grow in popularity, especially since Riptide. For those of you that played during Operation Riptide, you saw how those, patches did, right? Like, people are now taking note. I guarantee you, chat, I guarantee you the next operation we have, there's going to be a ton of people buying the patches, and we're not going to make as much money as we did with Riptide patches. And that's for a whole nother video, a whole nother topic. But again, patches are, whether you like it or not, they are a vehicle instrument to make money, and I would highly encourage you guys to check out the Stockholm 2021 patches. You can go with the patch packs. You can go with the patches of individual teams. I recommend Tyloo, but you can do other teams as well. And obviously, we got those patch packs or those patches during the Stockholm Major, and it's been 2 or 3 years since we've had those patch packs. They didn't have them in Rio, they didn't have them in Antwerp, they didn't have them in Paris, and now in Copenhagen, I'm almost 100% positive we're not going to have them again. Now, listen, could they re-add them? Very small probability. It's possible, but it's not probable. All those years of gaps. So what I'm predicting is next year, we're probably going to see a spike, when the Copenhagen Major comes out, when people realize yet again, just like last year, if you look at the charts, oh my god, they didn't give us any more patches. I should buy them because they're so rare, right? So highly recommend you guys check out the alternative assets like patches, patch packs, and then you can also take a look at stickers as well. With that being said, Year of the Dragon, for Tyloo stickers, I recommend going after the cheap stickers, the ones that a lot of people can afford. Go after the papers. There's no glitters, so papers and hollows. And it doesn't just have to be of Stockholm. You could take a look at older majors like Berlin or RMR. Those are fine too. Those should see appreciation, especially some of the cheaper ones, some of the papers and hollows. But yeah, definitely diversify. Don't just only go into one particular major. You can buy a couple, make sure that they're affordable. I think that's the most important thing. Make sure they have good volume, good liquidity, and make sure they are affordable, not terribly expensive. So if I search up Tyloo and I go to Tyloo RMR Hollow, we see that the volume is 210, Meanwhile, if I do a Tyloo Berlin Hollow, you'll see the volume is just 3. That's not very good. This sticker is about $1.87. And then we do Tyloo Armor Hollow. It's $1.72. They're around the same price. Chat, but this one has way more volume. So definitely look at volume when you are investing. Chat is at a dead setting. What do you mean? I will switch it to live chat, but we got it. How you doing there, Martine? Welcome to the stream, man. Remember to smash that like button. Yeah, guys, hit that like button if you find value from this content. I would appreciate it very much. Let's see here. So Year of the Dragon, that's one way to play it. And I'm going to go in chronological order in terms of the things that I see. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of ifs here. So, before then, there is the possibility, and again, this is just a possibility, that we get an operation in the coming days, first half of January. Again, nothing confirmed, but if we do, this is an if chat, if we see an operation come out, that would be a perfect time for you guys to invest. Now, whether the operation comes out before the next major or after the next major, I really don't care. Obviously, I prefer it to be before, but it doesn't have to be the case. I just want new skins added. I want new collections. I want a new case. I want new content, new skin content. So, long story short, I'm definitely going to be investing in the next operation. What operations are? They're basically events in CS2 where basically you complete missions, you buy a pass, redeem it, then you get these missions that you have to complete. You get stars, you use these stars in the store to get skins, get items, right? Cases, stickers, all that stuff. And these are limited time only items that you can only get during specific time of the year. And then once the operation ends, they're gone. So for operation, I would certainly invest in it. I think most people, or a lot of people, are gonna go after the skins. Personally, I see large supply in skins, cases, patches. Me personally, I will prioritize cases and stickers if they look good. If the stickers look good. Only if the stickers look good. Okay. And we'll do operation videos when the operation comes out. Again, nothing confirmed. We did actually get confirmation of a brand new case that's coming out soon. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get an operation. So I just want to make that crystal clear, chat. Next year, yeah, you can invest in operations to make money. You can invest in the Year of the Dragon play around February. You'll start to see prices going higher. Next up, we can invest in major stickers. And in major stickers, I'm going to say Paris, Antwerp, and Stockholm. And those of you that have been watching my stream for a long time, you know why I lumped these three together. The reason is that they are all borderless majors. They have no border. They are just the logos of the teams, and they, in the last 3 years, have been very desirable in the investing community. So why invest in them for next year in terms of like how to make money? The reason I like them so much is A, they tend to be like, I mean, they're newer, so they should be cheaper than some of the older ones compared to like Cologne 14, 15, Atlanta, Boston, all those older pre, 2020 majors. These tend to be cheaper. They tend to be borderless, which a lot of crafters like, a lot of people like, right? A lot of new players like. And they have a lot of the current teams. A lot of the teams that are still competing, still playing in the esports scene, are found in these majors. Another reason I like them is because we're going to get a Copenhagen major next year. And Copenhagen next year has the potential to be bordered or borderless. If Copenhagen is identical to these stickers, or major stickers, then they will go down in price, which means it would be a bad investment. If Copenhagen is bordered, i.e. different from these stickers, they will explode in price. They will go up. I'm not going to say explode, but they will go up in price. And I think there's potential for them to start rising before the major as, hype and anxiousness and demand picks up with the qualifiers that are starting in January/February. There will be qualifiers, chat, end of January, early February. So be on the lookout for you know, these teams to be in demand focus and prices going higher starting around that time. And it will be compounded in, the prices will go even higher if we do get new skins, new collections, and operation. That should help the price of these stickers as more crafts will be made on the new items, on the new skins. Okay, so yeah, invest in Paris, Antwerp, Stockholm. That's what I'm personally doing. I'm buying, doubling down, dollar cost averaging on these positions, on my existing positions, right? That's another way to make money next year. We already covered operation. We covered, you know, these stickers, investing in obscure vehicles. Like I said, patches. I think patches are definitely unique. They're rare. They are discontinued, right? The Stockholm will never be reintroduced. The Riptide patches will never be reintroduced. Just note the volume. I personally prefer patches of teams because teams tend to be more popular than some of those obscure patches from Riptide. That being said, there is a niche market for them. Just understand that they are low volume and it's going to take time for you to find a buyer. So yes, you can invest in a Bayonet Frog, but it's already super expensive and it may take you a while to find somebody crazy enough to buy it from you. So doesn't mean it's a great investment, just means that there is potential for some of them. I recommend team patches, but that's just me. Okay. Another thing that we can talk about is, let's see here. So investing in trade up discontinued collections. This is where, so here's I'm giving you guys some sauce here. I only invest in discontinued operation collections after I take profit from my major sticker investments, operation investments, case investments. I mean, you can lump case investments with operation investments. It's practically the same thing. So, for example, my current Paris investments, right? I'll take profit off of them, and then a portion of that profit, 5-10%, I will put it into investing in an operation skin that is old, discontinued. So maybe next go around, maybe I invest in a CZ Chalice, which is from the Cobblestone collection. Or maybe I buy an M4 Hot Rod. Or maybe I buy, I don't know, what are some other skins that, you know, are discontinued? A Desert Eagle Emerald. Jormungandr, right? So, like, these are just examples. Jormungandr, okay. So, again, that's what I like to do. Doesn't mean you have to, you know, exactly copy what I do. But it has been working over the past couple of years. Yeah. What's up? How you doing there, Veins? Welcome to the stream. I was lucky enough to open a Vinny Hollow Antwerp. Do I sell it and invest in other stuff? Vinny's been going up. I've been looking at the charts recently. I like Vinny. I think you, I mean, what are you gonna buy though? Like, if you sell it, make sure you buy something that is like discounted, something that's cheap. I don't want you buying like don't sell Vinny to buy VSM. You know what I mean? Like, that would be kind of wasteful. Bro, don't you find it odd that the data leaked Kukri finishes are the chroma finishes instead of the OG finishes, Case Ardent, Fane, Slaughter? I mean, I'm pretty sure they have all finishes. It's not just Doppler finishes. But, and just because Doppler finishes are found in the files doesn't necessarily mean that the next case has to be those finishes. You know what I mean? Like, they could, you know, add them to the files and then release them a year later. They don't have to release those finishes right away. I've been putting all my spare change into Tyloo. Not a bad idea. I know you get a lot of hate, but I F with you and appreciate what you do with us. You're like the only guy who does these live streams and not just shorts. No, I like to like interact with you guys and like I like discussions. I love talking about investments. These topics are interesting to me and I keep it real, man. I'm not here to like, you know, bullshit you guys. I'm here to tell you exactly how I see things, my strategies. I could keep all this information to myself and, you know, become super filthy rich without sharing any of this and helping anybody, but I don't know, I just documenting this journey and helping others is something that's interesting to me. So best cheap Tyloo investments, I mean, Stockholm Papers, RMR Hollows, you know, Stockholm Hollows if you can afford them. They're not really cheap though. And if Tyloo, guys, if Tyloo stickers are too expensive for you, a nice way to play Tyloo is to buy the Contenders capsule from Stockholm, the capsule that contains Tyloo. So for example, if you can't afford a Stockholm Holo from Tyloo, which currently goes for like 36 bucks on Steam Market, you can just go and buy the $5 or $6 Contender capsule that contains it. That is another great way to play that investment indirectly, if that makes sense. Regarding patches, Fano, I think 2021 patches could go up because they are the first patch packs from Major's history. They're the first and only patch packs. So I completely agree with you. And that's why I have them in my title, or in my thumbnail. The Stockholm patch packs are one of a kind. They are, they were only added for one major. They have teams that are still playing in the major. Some teams are no longer, competing in CS. They have Tyloo, obviously, but you can also go after other ones like Mouse or, Entropic, Tyloo, FaZe, whatever. But yeah, I like them. I mean, yeah, I like the patch packs that contain them. I like the individual patches. Not bad. Sarvesh, welcome to the stream. Do Stockholm Tyloo Holos even double in price if it's at $35? That really depends. I think it can. Doesn't mean it will, but it can. And it certainly can if the next major is bordered. If the next major is bordered and, demand for borderless, ticks up, Stockholm should rise a lot, and I think Tyloo will be the most expensive, will remain the most expensive sticker, so, if the capsule doubles, then I could only imagine the Tyloo sticker getting close to doubling, so I could see it go to 60. Shouldn't be too unrealistic. I mean, just don't look now, like the Mouse Holo was trading at like 100 and whatever a couple of months ago, so it isn't too far-fetched. Like, it was trading at 130. It isn't too far-fetched to, get closer to the 100 mark. But it all comes down to what happens with the next majors. If they give us different stickers. The reason it crashed so much was because, well, Paris was also borderless. Which was kind of a bummer because we had two very similar, but not identical looking stickers. So, this is what it is. What do you think of the Fracture case? It's a very popular case. They get opened a lot. People love the Fracture case. But I personally would avoid it. I'd be careful. Why are we not getting any more patch packs? Demand. There wasn't that much of a demand for them. Now, people still use patches. I mean, there are people that do that, but it wasn't as big of a hit as they thought it would be compared to, like, stickers. Obviously, stickers have a much, much bigger fan base, longer time in the game, proven business model. I don't know, they just didn't see the value going forward, and they scrapped it. They added it for one major, and subsequent majors did not have it. Have you heard the rumors that Copenhagen won't have the same capsules? Legends, Contenders, Challengers. They will mix all tiers in one capsule. I think that's stupid if they mix them. That would be really, really wasteful. It's interesting to think about, Snowy, but I don't think it's probable that they're gonna do that. It's just a rumor. I don't think it's gonna happen. It would be interesting to think, but I kind of don't like it. You can't see patches in game like stickers. Yeah, you as the first person, you can't see them. Yeah, exactly. My Fluxo glitters have been stagnant at 10 cents, but I can see them being a winner. Yeah, dude, Fluxo glitters look pretty nice. They're flashy, shiny, popular team in Brazil. Borderless. If the next major is bordered, these stickers will definitely stonk. Have you seen how the Bandit Frog patch looks in China? I have not. I have not. If you have images, you can post it in the Discord. Maybe we can take a look. Let's see. What other questions you guys have? In case the Overpass collection is changed, how far do you think the Emperor Masterpiece will reach? So, it will go up on the news, but I don't think it's necessarily going to, like, explode in price the same way stickers and cases do. So, like, it'll probably have an uptick in demand, but it really isn't going to absolutely skyrocket just because it is kind of an underrated skin. There are so many good-looking M4s that look arguably better than it. So, like, yeah, it'll get some hype and attention, but I don't think it's gonna necessarily go super high, right? I have 2K Fluxo glitters. I wouldn't mind if they explode. That'd be nice. Which Paris capsule is the best? I like the one with the contenders, the team contenders, the one that has Mouse. Hey Fano, can you please help me out? I want to invest in Holos 2023, but I don't trust Valve. Maybe they do borderless in 2024. What should I do? I would say if you don't trust Valve, ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, that's a tough one, buddy. I really don't know what to tell you. Well, here's the thing. If you think that the next major is going to be borderless, then this is kind of a risky trade, but go with Rio, maybe. Invest in Rio capsules, Rio stickers, Rio hollows. Don't go overboard, but I mean, it's literally 50-50. I would still personally invest some Stockholms. Like here's the thing. Stockholm is older, less invested, higher price. So I would take a look at Stockholms instead of Paris if you really think that there's a chance that they're going to be borderless. But I'm covering my bases. So like I invested in Paris, I invested in Stockholm. I may even invest in some Rio at some point, but for now, I think we're doing pretty good. There might be another hype before the major, exactly, and that's where you cash out a decent amount. So whenever you see prices rising, you start taking some profits, because the last thing I want you guys to do is to enter the next major and not having not taken a profit, right? And then, you know, the next major comes out and they're borderless, and then all our profits that we worked so hard and we held for so long, they just tank, right? And another thing, guys, if prices start tanking, don't assume that they're going to recover right away. Once prices start tanking on day one, it's probably going to continue day 2, day 3, day 4, and it's not going to, like, the fundamentals aren't going to change. Once we find out that they're borderless or not, fundamentals aren't changing again. It's not like they're going to release borderless and then 5 days later they change the appearance and they're no longer borderless. That's not going to happen. The fundamentals isn't going to change right away, and it is just, I mean, it's the sad reality. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. Did you not invest in Antwerp? I did invest in Antwerp. Oh wait, for right now, only a small. I have very little exposure in Antwerp. I basically have like 5 Cloud9 hollows. That's my only exposure, so I'm keeping them. I'm actually gonna hold them into the next major. I'm gonna hope that the next major is bordered, and these things are gonna pop when the next major comes out. That's my goal. Or if Cloud9 fails to qualify, if Cloud9 gets knocked out next year from the qualifiers, that would be horrendous. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's see here. Do you think Tyloo Stockholm will drop in price if Copenhagen is bordered despite being a year of the dragon, or is it a safe investment? Well, here's the thing, chat. Nothing is a safe investment. There are safer investments that you can take, but what I can tell you is next major will probably... Okay, so here's the thing with Tyloo. Tyloo, there's no guarantee that they'll qualify. If they do qualify... Alright, hold on. I think I need to, like, draw this out. It's gonna be kind of hard to... Okay, so here's what I think with Tyloo, right? Let me draw this out here. Alright, this is Feb. This is March. This is, I don't know, June. We're gonna skip a little bit. Okay, so here's the price of the Tyloo. It's gonna be red for Tyloo. Okay, so obviously, you know, the higher up, the more expensive they are, right? Okay, so let's say they're trading up here, right? Let's say they're trading up here. And February comes around, and it's Chinese New Year. Here's my, and again, I just want to preface this by saying this is a prediction. This is not a fact. This is just my opinion. This is what I think will happen. Only time will tell if I was right. So, this is my prediction. January comes around, leading up to the next Chinese New Year. Investors will start buying them a little bit early to get ahead of everyone, right? And prices is gonna go higher for the Tyloo stickers. Chinese New Year comes around. Maybe they go down a little bit, they trade sideways. March comes around, Tyloo fails to qualify for the next major, prices go up. Here is where things get interesting. Here is the major. I'm actually gonna put a star for the major. It's gonna be the star because it's in March. If Copenhagen is borderless, you're gonna see this. If Copenhagen is bordered and they have a different design, you're probably going to see like an initial pump, maybe a little bit of consolidation. Like, you're going to see more growth. So, you know, I definitely see a potential for them to 2x. But at the and that's my, you know, like that's my base case. Like, I'm hoping, I have full disclosure, I have Tyloo, actually not on this account, but like I do have Tyloo Hollow Stockholms, like I don't know, 6, 7, 8 of them, not too many. And I'm holding on to them until the, you know, until the next major. We'll see if I'll take profits during the first spike that I predict. We'll see if I take profits here during the initial spike, because this would be a good time to take profit, and then this would be a good time to take profit if you invested early, is what I'm saying. So like, if you made profit up here, you sell some, make profit again up here, you sell some. So these would be 2 times to sell, if that makes sense. So like, sell at these moments. Hopefully that makes sense, chat. Runny, what's up, man? How you doing? What about the Shanghai Major? That's another positive catalyst for Tyloo. It's gonna be in home territory. You know, it's gonna be in China. If Tyloo qualifies for that major, it'd be crazy. So many new people watching, playing CS. You know, if the scene grows in China, demand for the Tyloo stickers will be even more bullish. So when I say sell, I'm not saying you should, you know, sell out completely. What I would probably recommend is maybe like, you know, over here you could sell like, you could do like 25%, and then, you know, prices maybe goes down a little bit, next major comes up, demand goes up. So like, you know, basically sell on the way up. Like, whenever you see prices going up like crazy, up and up and up and up, and whenever it feels like the price isn't gonna stop rising, that's when you start selling. So whenever you have days where prices just keep going higher and higher, and you're like, oh my gosh, this thing is going higher and higher, it's never gonna stop, that's usually the time where you should take profits, because it inevitably, you know, reverses at some point. So hopefully, I love your paint skills. Thank you, man. I try my best. Make sure you guys like the video, boys. Tyloo has been pretty bad lately, so it's a fair chance that they actually don't qualify for the major and another Chinese team gets in. Yes, but the other Chinese team, will they have a very good-looking logo? Will their logo have a dragon in it for next year's 2024? I highly doubt that, you know? So Tyloo is still one of my top picks for next year in terms of performance, but it's not like the only thing that will rise next year. I have other investments too. Random question, but do you only have one account and have all the items in there, or do you have multiple in case something happens? Multiple over the years, yeah. Once we sell, can we rebuy the same sticker at a lower price? You can try to go in and out of positions. That's totally a valid option. But you don't have to. I personally wouldn't. Okay, and let me make something crystal clear. The only way, okay, so let me undo a lot of stuff here. So let me show you something. So the only time I would recommend doing that is if this happens. The only time I would recommend is if Copenhagen comes out and it's borderless and Tyloo stickers go down. This would be an interesting time to buy, because it'll eventually stabilize. It's still Stockholm. These, again, we're talking about Stockholm Tyloo Hollows, chat. We're talking Stockholm Tyloo, and the reason it's Stockholm is because it's the only Tyloo borderless sticker in existence. So keep that in mind. And this is assuming that Tyloo did not qualify for the next major. So again, there are some assumptions here that, you know, things need to fall into, place. Tyloo needs to fail to qualify, and Copenhagen is borderless, which means the Tyloo Stockholm is still 1-for-1 unique. Prices still go down because, well, it's part of Stockholm, it's borderless. It will also go down with the entire family of, of borderless Stockholm stickers. And then when prices go down, that is when you buy. And then they'll never, inevitably consolidate. And I would say build up to the next major. And even after the next major, I'm sure you'll be able to sell it at a higher price. And we'll talk more as we get to it. So again, this is just my strategy. Who knows what will happen? Not financial advice. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Ismed, what's up, man? How you doing? How is everybody doing? Hope you all have had a good week, guys. This is how to make money in CS2. And again, this is just one example, chat. This is how to make money. You know, the last like 15 minutes we were talking about Tai Lu. You can do the same sort of analysis with other stickers as well. You can find opportunities in many other markets, like assets, like different stickers, different teams, different skins even, or cases. So this was just one example, but I would say this order, cash trading was there just to give you an example. I personally, like I said, wouldn't recommend cash trading unless you're like an expert, unless you have a following, you have some influence, you have some reputation, and definitely money. You need to have money. It's doable. It can be profitable, but I would first start off with investing, get some funds, and then maybe look into it if you really want to go higher. Hey Fano, I was able to pick up about 1,000 of each of all the team capsules from Paris. I got them at 15-17 cents. W, man, you're up pretty much 2x. Congratulations. Don't get too greedy. Don't get too greedy. Almost 2x, but don't get too greedy. Take profits, guys. Okay, and last thing I want to say about making money in CS2. This is super important, guys. Super important. Number 6, take profits. If you are up 2x, 3x, 4x, etc., take profits. You only make money when you sell. So please, don't get too greedy. When everybody is greedy and it seems like you're invincible and your investments are skyrocketing, that is when you start taking profits. So again, take profits. The problem is, how do you start cash trading with no rep is the real problem. No one is going to go first with you. Well, that's part of the game. You're going to have to take risks. You're going to have to make trades where you don't go first. And that, I mean, it is what it is. Like, will you get burned? Absolutely. But you learn, you build up that reputation, and over time, you don't go first. So, it is what it is. Where can I sell my investments? I'm from Europe. There's tons of sites out there. You can sell on, I believe, Skinport, Dmarket. You can sell on Gamer. I don't know about GamerPay, but there's tons of sites out there. CS Float, Buff. I bought some cobblestone skins and some games with the profits. Good for you. What do you think when the operation comes out in CS2? When the operation comes out in CS2, I think that's going to be a net positive for stickers. I think existing stickers like Antwerp, Paris, and Stockholm are going to start rising, and the reason for that is, think about it, there's more skins added to the game, new skins added to the game, more crafting is going to happen. You're gonna need stickers for those crafts, more capsules are gonna be opened, the supply of the capsules goes down, more stickers get added, more stickers get burned when they get crafted. It's just the demand crunch. It's gonna push prices higher. So you have items that are deflationary, like the capsules. No new capsules are ever gonna be added. Like supply is only going down. Operations are going to be a net positive for major stickers. So the two go hand in hand. You definitely, like, if you take anything from this video, guys, you want to put a star next to 3 and next to 4. These two, you absolutely have to be investing. If you skip them, it's just, you're doing yourself a disservice. I don't care how ugly the stickers look or how trash an operation case looks or the skins. You definitely want to invest in these deflationary assets, these items that are limited time. You absolutely have to buy. I don't care what you say or what, like, history is, like, you are wrong. Like, history will prove you wrong. So, I think that's good. All right, boys. On that lovely note, it's 5:40. I do gotta end the stream a little early today. I do apologize for that. Hopefully you guys found value from this content. I know a lot of you guys are just now coming in. I wish I could stream a little bit longer, but it is a Friday night and I do have some plans. No, it's not what you think. But anyways, we'll talk more tomorrow. I'll probably have a video up for you guys tomorrow, maybe a long form video tomorrow. Couple shorts along the way. Next live stream here on YouTube will be on Monday. We got a lot of cool things planned for next week. A lot of videos. Potentially a case will come out. I think a case comes out next week personally, but we'll talk more offline when we get to it. Have yourselves a fantastic week, guys, or weekend, I should say. Stay safe, everybody. On your way out, do me a favor, hit the like button, show your support, subscribe if you're new here. We're gonna make money, man. 2024 is the year. Is our year. See you guys next time, boys. Have a good night.